Hi guys, welcome to this new video on Python, and this is going to be a video on regression analysis in Python. And what we are actually going to do in this video is that I will brief you something about regression, how regression is. Then we will go for a project on the Wine dataset, which is available on the UCI machine learning directory. And we will randomly pick two variables and try to do some regression analysis on it and find out the results and interpret it. All you guys must be knowing the equation of a line that. So from this same equation we get the equation for the linear regression. So the equation for linear regression is like y hat is equal to beta 0 plus beta 1 x, where this beta naught is the intercept and this beta 1 stands for slope. But every regression analysis has some error in it. So for every ith observation, we can write this equation as y of I is equal to beta naught plus beta 1 x of I plus the error which is included in it. So if we try to plot this any two variables on a regression graph like this, which is of x and y, and suppose for this example we are taking the two variables, like we'll see the dataset, but as the alcohol content in the wine and the quality of the wine. So suppose we get observations like, so a very famous technique for predicting a regression line on such kind of dataset is the OLS technique, which is the ordinary least square analysis. So what it does is that it tries to fit a regression line between the observed point such a way that the distance between these points from the line is minimum, and this distance between the observed value and the regression line is known as residuals. So we have another concept here, that is RSS, that stands for residual sum of squares of this all the residuals. So we can say that RSS is equal to E1 square plus E2 square plus E3 square up till all the residuals are added. And you should also note that since this regression line is like most optimizedly fit between this line, so when you add all this residuals, so you should get it very close to 0. If it is very close to 0, that means that regression line is fitted properly. Now the next part is that regression equation, we need to find out this. So there is like a big derivation behind it, but we won't go in the derivation in this video. We will just see the formula. So to calculate beta 1, that is the slope of the regression line, we have the formula of covariance between x and y upon the variance of x. So in this case it will be like the covariance once you get the value of beta 1, we will try to plot the value of the intercept. So the intercept will be like y hat minus beta 1 x. So from this part we will get the equation of beta naught. So lastly, there is one more parameter that you need to check whenever you are plotting the regression line, that is like the r square, which is simply like denoted by r square. Like there is a derivation behind this r square, but in Python, like you can directly get it, or you need to write the formula. There are many libraries which directly give you the value of r square. You can also use Excel for it, doesn't matter. But the thing is that r square is very important whenever you are planning to do some regression analysis. So for a good model, it is like said that the r square should be greater than 0.7. That means that it explains about 70% of the variability in the unseen data for the regression line. and if the model has an R square which is less than 0.6, so we can say that it is like not a good model. So this is enough for the theory part. We will go to the Jupyter notebook and see the project itself. So we are into the Jupyter notebook environment, and the code here I have already written for you. So we are like importing pandas for working with data frames. Then we have from the sklearn, the machine learning library that we have, we import the train test split method, and for checking the accuracy of the model we import R2 score. I'll be working on this wine quality CSV file. So I'll show you the data set itself. So I have converted the CSV file into a text file so that it is visible to you properly. In the first line you can see all the column names that we have, and but we are like actually the regression should be plotted on the line where you have highest correlation between two actual columns. But here what we are doing is that we are randomly picking up this alcohol, and we are setting the target variable as the quality, and we are trying to see whether only the alcohol column in the wine can predict the quality of the wine or not. Quickly change the type of this CSV file. Now we go for reading this CSV file into object, that is the wine quality. So first we'll run this first cell, then we read the object, and we have a lambda function here which will like replace all the spaces with an hyphen, and that will do with all the columns which are in the CSV file. Now we have the train test split method, which is going to split the wine dataset into training and testing purpose, and we are going to only pick up two columns from the wine quality object that we have, that is the alcohol and the quality, and we are going to split it in a size of 0.7, that is 70%, and we have a random state of 42. That means that every time the splitting takes place, so the random values are going to be same. So they are now not in the form of a data frame. So to typecast them in the form of a data frame so that we can perform certain task on it, we like PD data frame on the same objects that we have, xtest and ytrain. So we run this line. Now we define a function where we are passing the columns of alcohol as well as the quality, and we are just finding the means of all the values that are inside the alcohol column as well as the quality, and for that we have defined this function which will return the mean to it. Once the mean is found, then we go for calculating the individual variances of the alcohol column as well as the quality of wine column. So for that this is the formula that we have, and we calculate the individual variances of both the columns. So after calculating the individual variances, as you saw in the earlier briefing, you have to find the value of beta 1 first. So for beta 1 you need the covariance between both the variables as well as the individual variance of the alcohol content itself. So this is the formula like for the covariance that we have between the two columns that we have, and then we find out the value of beta 1, and from the value, once we get the value of beta 1 in this object, we pass it to this beta naught object and we find the value of beta naught. Once that is done, so we can like print both the things. So if you run this cell, you get the value of the y-intercept that is 1.698, and the slope of the equation regression line that is 0.377. So if we like see in the terms of equation, it will be like the alcohol quality will be equal to the intercept that is 1.6918 that we got, plus the slope of the line that is beta 1 that we got, that is 0.377, and the independent variable that we chose here, that was the alcohol content. So this equation will explain the quality of alcohol based on only this independent variable, that is the alcohol content. So but we can't actually judge whether this is like a perfect equation. So for that we need the R score. So we will go and calculate the R score, and we'll quickly judge that whether this quantity of alcohol can predict the quality or not. So here we have also written the same thing, that is the predicted output is equal to the beta naught plus beta 1 plus the x test of the alcohol that we have, and this is the formula for R square that we are using here. And once we calculate the r square, so let's see what the value of r square that we get. So the value of r square that we are getting in this equation is like 0.185. So the r square that we got is like 0.185. So that is like approximately equal to 18.5% of accuracy in predicting the quality of alcohol based on the alcohol content. So the prediction of alcohol based on the alcohol content here is like very low. So that means that on the unseen data, it is not performing adequately well. So we can say that the model that we have built in the regression analysis says that this model is not a good fit, and we can reject it. So you should like try for some other variable to predict the quality of the wine so for the regression analysis. Enough for this video. I hope that this concept of regression analysis was clear to you, and we didn't go for the derivations of this regression analysis. We just saw all the parameters that were like essential for predicting the alcohol quality based on regression. And do try this project on your end. You can choose some other column for predicting the alcohol quality, and let me know how good the model is. Feel free to write if you have any issues in solving this problem in the comment section. If you like my work, please do hit the like, share and subscribe button.